Tervetuloa takaisin taas tänne Unien Deadly Premonition Let's Playn pariin. Minä olen Banditti 85 tuttuun tapaan ja on siitä mihin me viimeksi jäätiin, eli oltiin täällä Gabagassa. Täällä mitään ei ole. Niin kai siinä pitää sitten varmaan lähteä. What? Ah, sure.
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys.
Zack, Emily is already a goddess of the forest.
Huh? It's nice to see you without a uniform.
Let's forget work for a bit and drink a little, shall we?
York? Why is she here?
I just thought the more the merrier. You know, to relax and get loose. Is this a problem?
No, of course not. Pardon me, Emily, but I'm pooped. I think I'll just call it a night.
George, I just got here and you're walking out on me? I was hoping the three of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good man-to-man with York. So I'll see you guys.
Miesten kesken. Vai niin.
I think George likes you, but he's avoiding you all at the same time.
How astute.
There's a reason?
Nothing worth going into. It's a thing of the past. Okay. He did ask me out when I first came to town. I was still in high school. But I never really considered him my type. And there's the age gap thing, too. I respect him, of course. I wouldn't have taken this job otherwise.
So, did you move to this town alone?
Of course not. I came with my parents.
Tell me about them then.
Sure, why not? My dad dealt in stocks in New York. He was hardly at home when I was a kid, always working. Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was. Which is no different now, really. I don't see much of him. My mother? Totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way. She could be fierce, too, scolding me if I took a wrong step. We had our battles, sure, but all in all, she was a wonderful mother.
Past tense?
Yeah, she's gone now. Cancer, just before I graduated high school. She gave this to me just before she died. I take it with me wherever I go. It's what I treasure most.
Okay.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
Be. Sellaista. Tässähän alkaa ihan muutakin roihahtamaan kuin vaan tulipalot. Galaxia.
I had a good time tonight. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
York.
Ei mitään
Yes.
takkia tai mitään. Ei.
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
I won't. Don't worry. I won't.
Se Se on hyvä, kun se polttaa tosi 2 sekunnin röökeä. Sytyttää, se polttaa vähän aikaa ja sitten vetää sen heti takaisin. Se, mitä helvettiä. Se. Mitäs tämä? UFO. Miksi haus? Appapapa. UFO. Tiedä, pitääkö tonne? Pitääkö se toinen? Täällä on joku toinenkin. Taas toi sama. Vai niin.
So, where shall we go next?
Tässä mitä olisi saatana syttis, mä hävitin sen kokonaan.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out? Well, I'll join you if you like, but I do need to get that report written. Once you're finished, let's head back to the hotel.
Jännä, vaikka täällä kumminkin ajelee paljon, niin täällä ei kumminkaan mä en oo yhtään varmaan. Amputyksis on kiinni. Pääsy vielä. Sementtisäkkiä autossa tän. Tellille vähän siinä. Pois alta! Mä lautan sitä helvettiä näillä vastaan. Mutta hei, tää on suojatie. Tässä mennä taas väärästä. Tää on niinku välillä tää on niinku välillä päin on hyvin. Takaisinpäin. Vaikka täällä on jo monta tuntia ajanut, mutta ei kumminkaan yhtään muista näitä tätä layouttia vieläkään. Hotelle nyt en oikein ei tää oikein mitään muuta tehtyä olevan. Mä en tiedä, Georgilla jossain vaiheessa on tehtävä. Mä en oikein tiedä missä. Georgie Porgy Pudden High. Itse on joku kumma. Ainoa mikä tässä vähän ärsyttää on se, että tässä ei mitään waypoint-systeemiä. Tuosta niin.
So, where shall we go next?
Älä kerta ympäri. Mä muistan, että silloin joku tehtävä jossain vaiheessa, mutta mä en ihan tarkkaan muistanut milloin se on. Miten me ajetaan? Ensimmäiseksi opettajamme autolla ajamista. Mä siitä ohi. Joo, menin ohi.
George, which do you prefer, mustard or hot sauce?
You didn't come all the way to my house just to ask me that. You don't have other things you should be doing?
Of course I do. But I'm interested in you right now.
Interested? Agent Morgan, look, my mother is sick. If it's not urgent, I'd rather we did this later.
Is she very ill?
Well, I have to say, it doesn't look good.
Okay.
I'm sorry to hear that. Anything I can do?
No, This is a private matter. I can't ask for your help.
Okay.
You know, back in D.C., people always came to me for personal advice. I'm here to help you if you let me.
There's no need for that, Agent Morgan. Please. You need to...
Abide by the rules, right? Okay, I get it. I didn't mean to invade into your private matters.
Oh.
George, I just thought you could use a friend who wasn't a dumbbell.
Back when I was a kid, my mother really liked this flower.
Flower?
Yes. A small flower. No name. It grows somewhere here in Greenvale, although I must admit I've never seen it actually growing anywhere. I think it would make my mother happy if you could get her that flower.
George, that's good. Great idea. Every woman likes to receive flowers. You know all about that, right, Zach?
In any case, this is a personal matter. Make sure it doesn't interfere with the investigation.
Of course not, George. But I'm going to find that flower for you.
Eikö se on muuten se... Eikö tää joskuspa kerännyt jonkun kukan tai jonkun... Tää on se flower. Joo.
George, here it is. The nameless flower.
Agent Morgan.
No need to thank me. I did this on my own, during my private hours. Tell your mother I hope she gets well soon.
Yeah, I'll do that. This'll make her feel at least a little better.
I sure hope so. I really do.
Take this. It's an emergency police radio. If you're ever in trouble, use it, and I'll be right there.
Thank you, George.
Now, Agent Morgan, don't take this the wrong way. It's not an emotional thank you gift for helping me with my mother. I'm giving you this so we can do our jobs more smoothly, that's all.
Okay. Sillä Emililläkin taisi olla joku tehtävä. Ainoa juttu, mitä mun mielestä tämä peli tarvitsisi, olisi siis se waypoint-systeemi. Tai semmoista, että pystyt niinku laittamaan jonkun niinku, siis... olisiko tuo vihkautta päästä? Siis semmonen, se, mitä tää tarvitsisi, olisi sellainen waypoint, että pystyy waypointia niinku... Niin pystyis waypointtaa juttuja. Oikein kun tuo on kuitenkin punaisella, niin se voi olla, että se ei oo näitä enää silleen käytettävissä, että se on huomioon. Joo, käydään katsomaan, jos se ei ole se get close, niin nää vaan tänne. Jätään se tosiaan tuolla. Nyt lähdetään sinne.
Zach, we can take a rest if you're tired.
Joo, se close. Lähdin vervoilemaan tonne katselemaan sisään ikkunoita. Mä en oikein tiedä, että tuo kummituspaikka on taas semmonen, tuntuu, että jos mä menen sinne, niin onko se sama kummittelu kuin silloin joskus. Kun näkyy tuo. Ensi töikseni. Joku sitten ei saa mitään nyt on. Sitten pääsen käymään lisää. Jos minä on se jotain kompaa, niin se on sama paikka. Niin mä en tiedä, että... Mun mielestä mä oon hoitanut homman jo, niin mä en oikein tajua, että miksi se pitäis mennä uudelleen sitten. Katsomaan tosi vähän. Ui, mitä helvettiä. Se on. Tökki. Mitä tapahtuu? Siellä on kumpikin naputtamassa. Sitä korttejakin löytää, niin mä niinku tajusin, että on taas vähän kummitusjuttuja sinänsä, koska toi on niinku... Koska se niinku... Mä en tiedä, onko tää niinku toinen kummituspaikka vai onko tää pelkästään se sama joku.
No, nothing. Just my imagination. Puisto. Luesin. Mä en oo tiedä, täällä kerran käynyt sen ryhmy, jossa on panoksia, mitä taas lasterin samaa niin. Kumminkin on niinku sama. En tiedä. Katsotaan. Mitä helvettiä? Tulee haливaa jo.
Aurinkoonpanoksia, se on aina hyvä. Ai niin, onks tottamatta? What was it that you dropped? Was it this precious gold pipe? Täällä taas. Oli lähtenyt. Siis ei meinaa. Mä pelkäsin että käy just toi, että se on siellä sen takana ja sit kun aamussa haulikolla, niin se blokkaa ne kudit siitä justiinsa. Mä oon varovainen täällä. Täällä näitä hulluja justiinsa näin saa sen haulikkoon. Et nousi. Et nousi. Hyvä, että saamme toi. Ei se kukas jotenkin. Sano perkele, just näin tyypillisesti. Saatana just silloin kun mä näin. Mitä helvettiä? Mitä helvettiä? Taas oli just helttiä tullut, niin sitten pam, ampuu yhdestä. Mitä vittua täällä tapahtuu? En tiedä mitä tapahtuu, mutta... Ai vittu. No, mennään nyt sitten kiltisti sitten tonne. Katsotaan sitten, mitä sitä keksii.
Zach, let's go over our progress. From what Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house, Nick and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim. The third victim, Diane, was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes. Do you remember what that was, Zach? That's right. Diane was still alive. This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed. Which means the criminal was still close by. It was someone near the scene. There are two possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance, or Anna. Zach, who was the other person in the gallery? That's right. Casey. We followed Willie, good dog, all the way to him. Casey's statement came out as follows. He and Diane were in a physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery. The two were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shut Kaysen up in the basement. Now, what did Kaysen hear when he was locked up? That's it. The sound of boots passing by. Nick was wearing boots that day. Which means it was likely that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued verbally with Diane about her playing around with men, but they eventually decided to go out drinking to make up. However, immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious. We saw the rest.
Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
Me too. Asha sent in a report too. He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach. This confirms her as a victim of the Raincoat Killer. Remaining leads. There is the locket, which is in Carol's possession, the man with the tattooed back, and the upside-down peace sign. There's a lot left to answer. I hope the coffee will give us more guidance tomorrow.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out? I was surprised. It's the end of a monarchy.
And he called me York instead of Agent Morgan.
Ehkä se alkaa vähän helttymään jo. Maybe. Jaha.
Emily? What's going on? Do you know what time it is?
I'm sorry. I couldn't sleep, so I was drinking alone.
My mother was a very kind woman. She always smiled so brightly, baked cakes and cookies every day. She'd say that I needed the sugar because I spent so much time thinking. My father was always quiet. We never talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me. And he was hardly ever at home. The only words he ever had for me were harsh ones. I had a vivid imagination, and I remember he once said this to me. There are plenty of crazy things in this world. You don't have to go dreaming them up. And it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use criminal profiling to catch bad guys. And so now I'm doing exactly the same job that he did. Like father, like son.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Mind if it's something personal?
Fire away.
Who's Zach?
Zach is a friend of mine.
Oh, so you do have friends.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
What kind of person is he then?
I don't know, it's a he.
Well, I've never seen his face. But he's always with me, and we discuss everything.
When did you become friends?
A long time ago. Back when I was a child.
Ai jaa. Semmonen kiva.
I was 7. I woke up one morning to hear my mother crying in the living room. This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her. My father was there pointing a gun at my mother. I was so scared. I closed my eyes, so I don't remember much more. But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love.
Oh dear.
When I came back to my senses, they were both dead. He shot my mother and then killed himself.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends. I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this together.
Okay.
Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to make me calmer. And here we are, working together, getting through things. This is the first time I've ever told anyone about this. I wonder if Zach will get angry.
That's a sad story. But I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm sure there was a reason for what your father did.
No.
I know. I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.
Probably.
Oh yeah, York, I forgot to thank you.
For what?
Thank me? For what?
You saved my life. If you didn't save me at the gallery, I would have died along with Diane.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
What did you just say? Useless? I was never expecting to hear you say that. Huh. There might be a modest guy in you after all.
Finally, you noticed? You're a little slow, aren't you?
Maybe hopeless, but not useless.
Probably.
Zach, do you think Emily got home safely?
Probably.
Anyway, I think it's more serious of a situation than I thought. Do you remember? Our conversation with Emily.
We just had it.
She's really interested in you. I think she's starting to have certain feelings for you. If that's the case, Zach, you and I are rivals. This is a very serious situation indeed. Well, if it comes to that, let it be a fair fight. Agreed?
Nimet ei tullut vastaan agreed. No, I will fight the dirty.
Thomas! Thomas! Let me out of here! Come on, please! Just for a moment. 1 second. Hate it in here, Thomas. I think I'm going mad. I know you're there! Come on, please! Thomas! 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 Thomas!
Semmosta. Jaha. Kaikki ne oli. Tää on nyt joku ihme. Carol tietää ainakin jotain. Semmosta. Joo. Mä voisin tosiaan uskoa, että... Jaha, part 2 clear. Okei. Tosiaan voisin uskoa, että tähän voitais jättää ja ensi kerralla taas jatketaan eteenpäin. Se on taas siihen asti. Morjens!